So as we know, the Kotlin is the official programming language for the Android developers. So let's start to learn Kotlin. Kotlin is statically typed programming language for the JVM, Android and the browser. It is 100% interpolable with Java. So let's start with the comment things. In Kotlin we can comment a single line with this and multi-line comment same as the Java. Multi-line comment. So now talk about the package. The package code works in the same way as in Java. We can package com dot Kotlin. The package is the in Kotlin by default import some packages like Kotlin.star, then annotations, then Kotlin dot annotation, Kotlin dot collection, then the other is the Kotlin dot io, Kotlin dot text, and there are many more. So now we talk about the main thing. The entry point to the Kotlin program is a function named main. The function is passed as an array containing any command line arguments. So fun called function main args array and string. So here we completed the Java thing, the public static void main in Kotlin. So now turn on to variables. So declaring variable is there we have two things, where and well. If we define the variable, if we define the variable with well, then it cannot be reassigned, but if we define variable with where, then it can be reassigned. So well foo where is equal to 10, where foo where is equal to 48. So here well cannot be reassigned, but foo where we can reassign it. Here we see the semicolon is optional, we can put it or not. In most cases Kotlin can determine what the type of variable is, so we don't have to explicitly specify it in every time. We can specify explicitly, declare the type of a variable like well foo int is equal to 8. It will understand that the foo is the integer type and its value is 8. So our next topic is string. String can be represented in a similar way as in Java. Escaping is done with a backslash. Well, my string is equal to my first string. Well, my second string is equal to this string has new line /n, no problem. Well, my third string is equal to this string has tab /t, no problem. Now a raw string is delimited by a triple quote. It's like this, and here we'll write in this triple quote. A raw string can contain new lines and any other characters. So well for raw string is equal to function hello world, well name, string, print line hello, and closing the curly brackets and the notation. So here it's the function thing. We'll discuss it later, but we have understanding of the raw string. It can be determined with this. So if we print this foo raw string, that will be returned hello. So the next thing about that string is that a string can contain template expression. A template expression start with a $sign. So well, my template string is equal to dollar my string has dollar my string dot length characters, and we will print this print line my template string. So in Kotlin there is the main thing about the null string, handling the null strings. For a variable to hold null, it must be explicitly specified as nullable. A variable can be specified as nullable by appending a question mark to its type. We can access a nullable variable by using the question dot operator, and we can use question mark colon operator to specify an alternative value to use if a variable is null or not. So where foo nullable its type is string, question mark is ABC. So it's telling that it should be true, it is possibly null or it should be not. So print foo nullable a question mark dot length. It will be returned 3. Sorry, print ln foo nullable, it's all right. So now print foo nullable question dot length colon question colon -1, and it will give also 3. Now we will give null to their string. So now print foo nullable dot question dot length, and it will give null, and print ln foo nullable colon dot length. If it is null, then it will give the -1 to it. So this will be the output -1. So our next topic is function. So let's start. Function can be declared using the fun keyword. Function arguments are specified in brackets after the function name. Function arguments can optionally have a default value. The return type, if required, is specified after the arguments. So let's make the function hello. Their name is a type of string, and the default value is world. Now Now this is the return type. Then it will return hello dollar name. We can call print ln hello Dan, and it will the output is hello Dan. And we can also do like print ln hello name is equal to bar, so it will give the output hello bar. And another thing is we can call the default thing of the function, and it will return hello world. So now let's talk about the parameter. A function parameter may be marked with the vararg argument, vararg keyword, to allow a variable number of arguments to be passed to the function. The vararg example vararg, that's the keyword names, and the type is int, and it will print ln argument has dollar names dot size elements. So time to call it vararg x vararg x1 vararg x 1 2 3 4. So the first will be generate argument has 0 elements. The second will be the argument has one elements, and argument has 4 elements to the next. When a function consists of a single expression, then the curly brackets can be omitted. The body is specified after an equal symbol. This thing I love most in the Kotlin. That is a fun function odd, or let's say function sum, and that's taking x y is equal to x plus y. And the similar way function odd x int, and return type is boolean is equal to x percentage 2 is equal to 1. So print ln odd 6, it will be returned false, and odd 7 it will be returned true. If the return type can be referred, then we don't need to specify it. It means if func even x int is equal to x percentage 2 is equal to 0, print ln even 6, and it will return true. Print ln even 11, it will automatically return false. So our next topic is the function which will return the function and the argument will be taken as a function. So function not f shall take integer and return boolean int. The return type is int, and in return type the function which has the return type is boolean and taking the integer, and the function not will return n, where not f dot invoke n. Now the named functions can be specified as arguments using the colon operator. Well, not odd is equal to not odd. Well, not even is equal to not even, where the odd and even is a function odd x int boolean equal to x percentage 2 is equal to 1. In a similar way, function even x int return type is boolean, we can specify it or not, it will work. X percentage 2 is equal to 0. Now the lambda expressions can be specified as arguments. Well, not 0 is equal to not n is equal to 0. If a lambda has only one parameter, then its declaration can be omitted along with this sign, and we can type it with it. So well, no positive is equal to not it greater than 0. It means n greater than 0, and we will do it with it operator for I in 0 ... 4, and let's first write something and we will discuss it. Print ln dollar not odd I dollar not even dollar not 0, and the last is the dollar not positive I. So here the 0 ... 4 means I will be 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. It will pass in the not odd, not even, not 0 and not positive. If you write for I in 0 ... 4 print ln I, it will be print 0 to the 4. So now let's talk about the class. The class keyword is the use to declare classes. So now makes the class example of class well x int and there is a function called member function taking argument y, returning integer is equal to x plus y, or we can write return x plus y. And the other thing is about a function is infix function. Infix member function y int, return type is int, is equal to x into y. Now to create a new instance we call it a constructor. Note that Kotlin does not have a new keyword, so well foo example of class is equal to example class of 7. Member functions can be called using dot notations. Println foo x class dot member function 4, and it will return 7 plus 4 11. So let's talk about the infix notation. In a function has been marked with the infix keyword, then it can be called using infix notation. So println foo x class infix member fun 4, and will give 7 into 4 28. So you can see how we write in the infix notation. So now talk about the data class. Data classes are concise way to create classes. Data classes are concise way to create classes that just hold the data. The hash code equals toString methods are automatically generated. Data. So let's create a data class. Data class example well x int well y int well z int well data class variable foo data is equal to data class example with the argument 1, 2 and 3. Println foo data, and will give in the Java toString method, it will give the data class example x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2 and this z is equal to 3. So now the data class have a copy function. So well the variable foo copy is equal to foo data variable dot copy or copy or append, there are many more. Y is equal to 100. Print foo copy, and it will give data class example x is equal to 1, y is equal to 100 and z is equal to 3. Now objects can be destructed into multiple variables. So you can write val a, b, c is equal to foo copy and print $a, $b and $c, and it will print 103. So now talk about the with operator. The with function is similar to the JavaScript with statement. Data class mutable, data class example where x int, where y int, where z int. Well, few mutable data is equal to mutable data class example with the argument 7, 4 and 9 with few mutable data x minus is equal to 2, y plus is equal to 2 and z minus minus. So now print few mutable data, and it will give the output mutable data class example x is equal to 5, y is equal to 6 and z is equal to 8.